Hello everyone, I'm Camila and welcome back to my channel. Do you remember the set of coasters I made last week? As in today's video, I'm making grey and white resin cup coasters using the same technique at the request of one of my viewers. She had tried this technique before and pigments completely covered the silver flakes. I'm going to try and replicate this using the same colors. So let's get started. I will use silicone baking molds with 3 cavities. Each cavity measures 10 centimeters. The first thing I do is mix the part A and part B resin together for about 5 minutes. I separated the resin into smaller cups. I poured around 80 grams of resin into each cup, and first I add the white pearl mica powder, then the light gray mica powder, and mix well using wooden spatula. All the products that I used in this video will be listed in the description. I also recommend using online resin calculator, a link to which can also be found in the description. I've added some silver flakes to the container, and now I'm going to add just a few drops of clear resin as I want to get a thick paste that will allow me to separate the silver flakes easily. The leaves are well grinded, so now I can add the rest of the clear resin and mix well. I now use light gray and pearl white pigmented resin, pouring equal amount of each color on opposite sides into the silicone mold so that the colors meet in the middle. I pour about 20 grams of each color into each cavity. Very simple and easy to follow. Now I leave the resin as it is and let it pull inwards. This step cannot be skipped because if I add the flakes now, the resin will continue to pull to the center and most likely cover the flakes completely. I want the ring to be as small as possible before I move on to the next step. I then use a torch to get rid of any air bubbles and also help the resin to pull in faster. And when the rings are closed, it's time to add the flakes. Now I use clear resin mixed with silver flakes, so I pour about 10 grams in the middle between the 2 colors. I try to spread the flakes evenly. I remove any unwanted dust with tweezers and cover them overnight to allow resin to dry. This is the next day. The coasters are dry and now it's time to unmold my coasters. The edges are quite sharp, so I filed them off camera with electric grinder, and this is the final product. Look at how shimmering the colors are when they are exposed to sunlight. Some of the leaves have sunk to the bottom, but this always happens, although the flakes are still visible on the top surface. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to see more tutorial like this, please let me know in the comments. I also recommend checking out my other videos. The proposition cards will pop up at the end of this video. Thanks again so much for watching and see you next week.